are the 2 words that describe you as a leader?
So when I think about leadership, I would probably, the first word that comes to my mind at least is collaborative. I think it's really important for us as an agency to be collaborative. I think it's important for us to be internally collaborative as well as externally. I also like to think about innovation, and that's important to me as a leader to be kind of on the forefront and know that our agency is leading from the front. And I would probably try and cheat and add a third. I think if I were to add one more, it would probably be engaged. I think engagement's really important, and I think it's really important for leaders to be engaged. I want to be engaged with you as employees, with our community. I want to know what we're doing and how it's going and the impact we're having. So I'd probably try and talk into letting me add a third item there.
What attracted you to the Harris Center and what makes it so unique?
Love the Harris Center, and really when I put my hat in the ring for this job, I didn't know if I would get it, and I was learning about it even when I came down here. But the thing that struck me the most when I first got here, and still today does, honestly, is the people. We have an incredible group of folks. They're certainly talented, they're knowledgeable, they get it, but they are passionate and they're dedicated to our mission. And every day I believe that they make our community better by meeting the behavioral needs of those that we serve.
What's the most important lesson that you have learned being the CEO of the Harris Center?
I think probably one of the most important lessons I've learned is the critical nature of transparency and openness. I think if you talk to employees who have been around me much or have been here since I got here and know me, they would say that, hey, I've got an open door. I welcome conversations and like I said, engagement. But also, I think it's important that we communicate with transparency. Sometimes I've got great news I get to deliver, and sometimes I have challenging stuff that we've got to talk about. But I believe that if we're transparent in our conversation, we're direct, and we level with each other, that it sets the stage for us to go much further than if somehow we try and parse those words or talk in code.
Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I spent most of my life as a night owl. Like, I never could get up in the morning. And something's happened. I think maybe I've gotten old, I don't know, but at this point I tend to be more of an early riser. I try and get in the office sometime around 7, and I found that hour between 7 and 8 sometimes is the most productive time I have in my day.
What did you want to be growing up?
I started off wanting to be, I think I had the same wish that every little kid does around probably, being a vet or a police officer or that kind of thing. When I got first serious, I actually started off as an architecture major at Texas Tech. And so my plan from probably adolescence through the first couple of years of college was that I'd be an architect and do that for them.
Hi Wayne, what was the make and model of your first car?
It was a Ford F-150.
Hi Wayne. What is the best advice that you could give people who are starting out with their careers?
I will tell you, the thing that's made the biggest difference in my career since the beginning have been mentors. So I tell every early careerist I know, find mentors. Sometimes they may know that they're your mentor, and sometimes they may not, and that's okay too. You don't have to walk up and tell everybody that they're going to be your mentor. But find those people that seem to have it figured out, that seem to be on the right path, and watch them and learn from them. And if you can formally have them mentor you, that's great. But I can't think of anything more important in my career than the people who taught me and led me and kind of guided me professionally.
Can you name one thing on your bucket list?
One of the things that's on my bucket list is to do some traveling and look at some of the architecture. As I mentioned, I started off as an architect major, and I love ruins and historical architecture, and would love to see the Coliseum and some of those buildings and really get a feel for what that is like in person.
Hi Wayne, what's your dream vacation?
Turks and Caicos. I really want to have a family vacation in Turks and Caicos. It won't be super elaborate, but I think it's beautiful there, and I really want to spend a little bit of time there.
Good day, sir. I just want to know, what's your favorite holiday?
Probably my favorite holiday is Christmas, but I will say I really like that week between Christmas and New Year. I find that it's a really quiet time. Everything seems to be just a little slower and a little bit different pace, and so I really enjoy that week between those two holidays as much as anything.
Hi Wayne, need to know, are you an Astros, a Rockets, or a Texans fan?
Cowboys. Now I will say this, I realized when I got here that it was not going to be popular for me to be a Cowboys fan, although there's quite a few of us around here. But we did, and my son, I think, gets teased a little bit. I have an 8-year-old, and I think he gets teased a little because he's a Cowboys fan, and I won't let him be a Texans fan. So we did decide to adopt the local team, and so we're also an Astros fans in our house. So we've adopted the Astros, but we still feel some primary loyalty to the Cowboys.
What does transforming lives mean to you?
It means coming alongside someone and helping them get to where they want to be. It doesn't mean we do stuff to people. It doesn't mean we do stuff for people. We want our folks that we serve to be engaged in their process. We want them to have a strong sense of self-direction. But I know that often those individuals we serve, small minor tweaks are not what's necessary for them to live the life that they want to lead. And so coming alongside those individuals, helping them walk down a path that is transformative for them and gets them to where they're meeting their goals and living the life they want to live, that's what that means to me.